I think Grand Lake, rates up there with some of the more beautiful, lake landscapes on the planet. This is an entity that, in our opinion, is alive.
The beauty of this lake may be undeniable, but some say if Grand Lake had a voice, it would be pleading with us to see a little deeper.
What would the lake say? The lake would probably say, enough already, enough already.
Gary Walkner says development is threatening Grand Lake's beauty and even its health. Not just in Grand County, but on the Front Range. This water gets sent through a tunnel under the Continental Divide to serve the Front Range. Walkner says the pumping involved in that process is polluting Grand Lake, and the need for this water is only going to get bigger. As director of the nonprofit Save the Colorado, Walkner worked with the town of Grand Lake to pass a resolution called the Rights of Nature. He says it's not a legally binding ordinance, but it does give the townspeople the ability to speak on behalf of the lake and the waterways that feed into it. They can share their opposition with town leaders if they're against any development or additional pumping that could impact the lake.
And appreciating nature is one of the big ways that the community is trying to say, this is who we are, and this is what we're trying to represent.
Andy says the resolution will not just speak for Grand Lake, but as the birthplace of the Colorado River, it will also speak for the 40 million people living downstream.
You might say if we can't get it right in Grand Lake and in the headwaters, we're not going to get it right downstream. The cycle of water is really the cycle of life on the planet.
Meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, 9 News.
Rights of nature resolutions have also been passed in towns of Nederland and Ridgway. Walkner says the next step would be appoint people legal guardians to the waterways. They're working on that process for the Boulder Creek headwaters near the town of Nederland.